bit of a fad at the moment. All this wokey, lefty, liberally, limp-wristed stuff. I don't subscribe to it myself. I call a spade, dog a dog, cow a cow, man a man, and a woman. Well, I've got 3 or 4 names for them, but basically they're a woman. So there's nothing quite like poking the bear on a Thursday afternoon. Isn't that right, Biscuit? Yeah, quite right. Okay, so it's possible that I might have gone on and done a bit without you. So, are you worrying that plank in there? Yeah, I put the camera down and actually just got on with it. So, these guys have had a refresh in their bed, not so much in their yard area. You're completely cleaned out, so I scraped everything out of there, wood chip and straw. They got a nice new bed in there. But don't worry, you've not completely missed out, because I've not done the guys over the back of the ball yet. So, anyway, so while you weren't here, I had a visitor. Steve from Timac Agro called in just to say hi, just for a chat. And we were talking about blocks and stuff, because he saw the blocks from the pallet over there. He was going, well, they won't do much over there. They need to be in the animal. And I said, yeah, well, there's one in the feed at the back there. I said, but I really need to get a second wall hanger to put it up on the wall. He goes, oh, I've got one in my car. He said, the linchpin's missing out of it. I've ordered some linchpins. I said, well, we've probably got some linchpins. He said, do you want it? I said, yeah. So he did. He gave me that. So a job for, I'm not quite sure. What I'm thinking of doing is maybe mounting that on that middle post over there. I've got another one of these. And I reckon if I have a bit of threaded bar that goes through the back of there, across, and then I can put one on both sides of the post. The idea with these guys, when you put your salt block out, having it in the bucket like the guys next door isn't actually that good, because they need to have their head up while they're licking it, because all the goodness goes down their neck. They don't dribble it back out, because if you put it in the bucket, they dribble it. So yeah, so what I'm thinking of, not on this post, but I don't think it'll work that way. No, it won't go that way. But if I get the other one and some threaded bar and maybe a couple of big washers, I reckon on that middle post over there, I could put one of these on both sides, probably just at the top of the feed barrier there, maybe at the right height for these guys, and they can have a block each side. So yeah, I've got to find a linchpin for that. But like I say, I reckon probably in the tractor toolbox I've got one. So we'll put that back over there, and then maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, we'll just cut ourselves some threaded bar and mount these guys up on that pillar in there. So yeah, I made a bit of a mess of the bale. That was me being idle. I pulled it apart with a skid steer. It did it, just made a little bit of a mess. Right. Might be a bit dark in here for you guys. GoPros and dark don't really go very well together. But is there a small... There he is. That's just what I wanted. So this, I very bravely opened it up with one hand, and it didn't snap on my finger. We'll go in there like that. Like that. Thank you, Steve. That was very kind of you, mate. So yeah, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I think I've got enough threaded bar to do this. But what I really want is probably some nylon nuts. I think I've got nylon nuts. Not sure. Right. We'll put that there to remind me. And then we'll put a couple of these guys up. Because he is right. It's not actually doing any good down there. Right, you girls, sorry, you got to go in. It's not for long. Just got to muck out the other guys, and unfortunately I've got to come through your yard to do it, so And you got to go into, come on. Yeah, she's starting to, I think it's going to be before 2 weeks. Come on, in you go. I'm not scratching your bum. Go on, get in. She's firming up as well. Come on, go on, Mary. You are such a tart. Go on. Okay, that's them out. Yeah, get a bit tacky in here. A refresh is required. So I know a lot of you will go, God, he's mucking it out again. Well, at least I saved you from the first two. You know, it's only one. And when we finish with this, I'm delivering firewood. So, but that's just the day, innit? So that's probably going to be the only money I'm going to earn today. Well, apart from whatever this video might earn me, is a bag of firewood. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. We don't need that. It's surprisingly mild today. I've had to take the jumper off, or the fleece, because even in this, which is kind of not really very active or sweating, I got hot. You coming up? You got dirty feet. You got dirty feet. She was kind of looking at me as if to say, am I coming in with you? And then when I looked at her, she kind of thought, well, actually, I don't know if I want to come in with you. And then when I called her, she goes, oh, all right, then I will come in with you. It's like that moment of, well, I'm not really sure. Right, we need some power. Japanese horses. So it's well, it's a 49.9 horsepower Yanmar engine in this thing. And I've got to say, cracking engine, even when it's really cold, don't need heat, it just goes. So we can close that one. And then that one, and then we'll open that one and that one. Simples. Right, I'll keep them clean a bit. This is fairly fresh, this chip. In all honesty, this was only bought in this morning, but it's okay for these guys. There's not a lot of leaf in it, obviously with the time of year, but yeah, it does the job. All right, you lot, you can come back in now. Mind your backs. Mind your backs. Someone had to go first, didn't they? Right, go on. Out you go. Go on, out you go. Anytime today. Go on. Don't want to move, can't be bothered. Don't want to. Ooh, there. Go on. Right. What? You've got plenty to eat. What are you whinging about? Eh? What's the problem? 200193? Or you just felt like a whinge? Is that it? Felt like a whinge. All right. Right, we've come in for a wheel off. Hopefully my guys have left keys in there. Oh, better sweep that out first. Yeah, we got our crew cab transit back yesterday. It's been sat at the top over Christmas because we had a broken coil spring. That chap in there, hang on a second, that fella up in there was all bustified, so we had to put a new coil spring in there, and I think we've done a few other bits and bobs. Anyway, he's now road legal, passed his MOT test, so if you or somebody you know is looking for a turn off crew cab transit Mark 7, we're going to sell it. We don't have a job for it now. Now we've only got 3 guys after Oscar left. The only reason we bought this is because we had 4 guys, and it meant that we always had to take 2 vehicles to any job if I wanted to send all 4 of them, which isn't very efficient. So we bought a crew cab, which meant that if all 4 guys had to go to a job, then they could go in 1 vehicle. It was just a, yeah. But with 3, if they take my vehicle, because they want 4 before, chances are they want the cherry pick anyway. So that's vehicle number 2. Yeah. So for sale. I haven't put a price on it yet. I would imagine somewhere between 5 and 6k. That's what we're looking for. And if somebody doesn't want to pay that, then I'll keep it. You come in, Biscuit. Come on up. In you go. I can't get rid of that if I do this. Then it goes. Wood in there, I think. Right, let's just lock you on. Oh, that might actually be one of our old bags with no loop on it. I think it is one of our old bags. There wasn't much point in me coming around, was there? But anyway. Just in case. can't see a loop on there. Right, let's just chuck it in. Yeah. I don't think the pallet appreciated that very much. I think I got that a little bit wrong. Actually, any nails in that? Yes, there is. So lazy. The alternative was getting out and it's raining in there. So there. Right, that's that got rid of. So yeah, that is the only problem with loading up the logs like that. I am destroying quite a lot of pallets. Although some of the pallets, because we go and rescue these pallets out of a local company in Skip. With permission, and a lot of them are, well, let's say they're not built that strong, so it's not all down to driver error. Some of it is down to the fact that they are a bit wussy, you know, limp-wristed pallets. Seems to be a bit of a fad at the moment, all this wokey, lefty, liberally limp-wristed stuff. I don't subscribe to it myself. I call a spade, dog a dog, cow a cow, man a man, and a woman. Well, I've got 3 or 4 names for them, but basically they're a woman. So it's nothing quite like poking the bear on a Thursday afternoon. Isn't that right, Biscuit? Yeah, quite right. Welcome to Charfield at 4:15. Right, we're going to finish up somewhere handy to where we started. It is almost 5 o'clock. I've had enough. So it's been a fairly full-on day, to be honest. So everything down there has been cleaned out and mucked out and fed and pampered and looked after and done. The logs are done. We had to go and do a couple of quotes. They're done. And it's just, some days you just know when you've had enough. And today is one of those days. I've had enough. I'm going to feed the birds. I'm going in. I'm putting my feet up. I'm not even going to look at the answer machine on the phone. Not going near that. And I'll see you tomorrow.